I am live. I am reading or rereading the last chapter, Essential Briefings from Deep Space, of The Only Planet of Choice. This is at the very end of the book, and when I read it first, the sound was very bad. So I am rereading it, and I have finished the previous reading here at a question and answer with Tom, who was the spokesman of the council. We are continuing here. Tom, it is of a different nature. Those that exist at this place at this time are in truth with their souls, and have great love for the universe, and their motive is in the highest, so therefore the energy will be used for the benefit of the universe. Confusion comes from non-experience, but it also comes from a great desire to have. How may we say this to you? As in your world there are those that believe all of the words that are written in your publications, is it not so? Similar to the nature of those that accept that all that is written is truth, there are those that have contact with spirits and civilizations that also believe that because they may make this contact, it is of the highest and of truth. But often it is not. You understand the nature of the spirits existing upon the planet Earth. You also understand that in other civilizations that have what you would call periods of transition, they would also be spirits? Guest is asking, Yakatov, is that a spirit, or is it one of you? Tom, a spirit, but a good spirit. When I say good spirit, I do not mean there are bad spirits. I mean they are just more evolved than others. And on this planet there are those spirits that are working very hard and very diligently to raise the level of this planet. He is one of those. We just would like to clarify that we are not a spirit. We are spirit in the sense that all beings are spirit. But when we say spirit, we mean a physical spirit attached to the earth. John, I have another concern. Phyllis' use of the English article word of has increased about 10 times from the first to the latest communications. In the earliest communications with you, the language was quite colloquial. Now, in recent communications, I find the word of being used in many ways, and it's now used as many as 8 times in a simple declarative sentence. Can you help me with my confusion regarding that? Most of these off words and similar language flaws have been edited in order to ease the flow for the reader. The following paragraph has been left untouched. Tom, we will accept to explain that to that of you, and that of working off communications with that of our being. It is of an adaptation from that of us. In the beginnings of that of the communication with that of our Sir John and that of our doctor, it became of importance for us to have of clarification of that of whom we would speak, and of what it would have meant. Perhaps we are not using in that of the terminologies that are of correctness, but it became of more of clarification to us with that of our Dr. Andrew, our Sir John, and of that of others, and that of our understanding that we were communicating to that of them. They say I have not clarified of that for you. Andrew, could you ask Althea for the linguistic basis for the use of the article of? Tom, yes. It is that of you. It is not for you. It is not to you. It is that of the essence of you, as it is that of the essence of us. To answer your question, the physical is deteriorating. Andrew, Is this a direct consequence of the work, or is it age? Tom. It is communication. The draining of the physical body causes difficulty. The area of the brain which we may use for the words has been having a lack of energies. Therefore we must be careful not to drain our being. This being was chosen and chose to do this work, and this may be difficult for you to understand, but in our world she is considered a genius in communication. She can relate and communicate and get across to those that do not understand. But in our miscalculations we erased part of her memory, and it is very difficult for her to find and to choose the proper words. Part of the programming that we were doing when we instituted this process in 1963 was with this device that was placed into the brain to translate our language into your language. Because of this error that we have made, we are now having difficulty in translating into the language. If you will please tell our being to place your dictionary under her pillow. If a dictionary is placed under her pillow, part of the programming then can be programmed in. In practical terms, this has resulted in slower transmissions, but the quality of the communications has not been impaired. This section was included to outline some of the difficulties that can arise in this type of work. Tom. There are many in this room with us now. Andrew. I wish I had the vision to see them there. There are so many times I look around and I'm sure they must wonder why I am so blind I cannot see them. Tom. You're not so blind. It is just you do not have the X-ray vision eyes that some have. They call it seeing with a vision or clairvoyance. It is not so. It is X-ray vision eyes. Andrew. Well, I offer my love and my peace to all those who are here. Even though I cannot see them, I accept their presence. Tom. At times they touch you. Andrew. I thank them for paying attention. It helps. It helps. Tom. They are always attuned to you, and many times we weep with you. On various occasions, questioners have drawn out some insights into how to deal with the crucial problem of the reliability of the transmitter's source. Tom. When you open yourself for communication with other dimensional beings, it is of great importance to have understanding of purpose and motive. For there are those who come forward proclaiming one thing and being another, and there may be a slipping through of information that may be truth, but may also be a method of manipulation and control. Alice. Then how can it be clarified? How can the channel be cleared so that there is no question? Tom. In your world we have not known of the existence of any that has not had partial self-involvement, for it is very difficult to clarify. You must continuously search self in your direction, motive and method. In the past there have been many who have communicated portions of great truth, and not other portions, spirits of mischief, or thoughts of collective conscience. So it is difficult to categorize or place it in proper perspective. When you are asked to do something which is not compatible with your physical surroundings or with practical provisions, then it is necessary to detach, to stand apart and to view it. When your communicator demands or relates to you that if you do not do something asked for, then there will be great difficulty in the world, then it is important to understand that that may be something that is fulfilling a need within you, or it might seek to control you. John. I'd like to ask about two other channels. One who seems to be producing some important communications, but she claims that they came from the Nine. Can you clarify who really this is? Tom. It is not from us in directness, but from civilizations that are in service. So if she would wish to say it comes from us, it would be in an indirect form, but also remember this. There is a board of directors ahead who has knowledge of all, and there are those underneath who have departments, and there are those underneath that who carry out production. It is of the same manner here, but that does not mean that it negates what comes, but it is always not in true clarity and in directness. Do you understand? John. Yes. Therefore, perhaps she should not use the term the Nine. Tom. She must ask whom it is in that name. Do you understand? John. Okay. The other person has had some communication recently, also claiming to be from the Nine. I presume this is a similar situation? Tom. Yes. As we have explained to you on numerous occasions, we come only through our being. I am Tom, the spokesman for the Nine. I am the only spokesman for the Nine, and I do not speak through any other. That does not mean that what they bring has not value for those that work in conjunction with us. Some years later, this same channeler came up in conversation again, though the situation had evolved by then. Mickey. A medium we know of is channeling information which claims to come from the Nine. Can you tell us where it comes from? Tom. Our Sir John asked us that question over 2 of your years ago. We explained to him then that it was not from us, that it was coming from a lesser civilization that had not all the knowledge. Since that time, her ego has become obsessed, and it is being used by those that would wish for destruction. It must be understood whom she is with. It came to her in writing, and now she is attempting to channel in a similar way to our being. But it is not true. It causes discomfort in the world, and it causes us to be appearing as a clown. It is best not always to hide the truth. Mickey, from which source comes this Seth materials channeled through Jane Roberts? Tom, her higher self, yes. Mickey, I don't really understand that. Tom, you have yourself, have you not? You have your consciousness, have you not? Mickey, yes. Tom, you have your subconsciousness, have you not? Mickey, yes. Tom, you have your higher consciousness, yes? Mickey, so she is not connected to any hierarchy in the universe? Tom, it comes from the reservoir of knowledge within her higher self. Do you understand? Mickey, yes, most of the material I find is very valuable, but still then I find sentences which are contradictory to what you say, especially the information about Jesus. How is this possible? Tom, it is because of connection to the reservoir of knowledge. You understand that there are streams of reservoirs of knowledge, what you call collective consciousness. In the 7 planes surrounding Earth, that in truth are 9, there are within each a portion of truth. It is when you go into the 9th chakra that all truth is, not all are capable in this point of their existence. John, a person I met is interested in channeling, and I was concerned about his lack of discrimination. Tom, the singular, most important thing to know, which you have a natural instinct for knowing, is the checking of your own internal source. This you must convey to him. There are those who channel that are not the best for humankind. However, there are those with great intelligence upon your planet who accept all forms of channeling without discrimination. It is important to continuously check yourself and challenge also. It is permissible, in fact, it is important that there be questioning. There are many channels that in their hearts believe they are doing the things that are correct, when they are simply being tools of the negative, you understand? If they can accept that this is possible, even though they may not accept it, then those that go and utilize this can be brought out. The singular, most important thing that may come forth is that you must check your inner source. You know that all humankind, no matter what environment brought them forth or what education fulfilled them, have an internal check on the balance within. Yes? I will finish this in the last reading.